Okay, my name is Undy G, and I'm here to present the new vlog for today. It's called Everything I Want to Do Is a Sin, Part 1. Okay, but before I get started, first of all, I know there's a lot of you guys out there who think this slavery talk is just a bunch of made up stuff to keep you from having fun. I mean, let's just be real for a minute. I mean, it seems like everything you want to do in your life is a sin. Well, there's some real good reasons for that, and there are reasons that it seems that way. hmm Second, there are some kind of complex things going on that you need to be aware of. So put on your thinking caps before you read any more, and I'll try to make it process. Okay. One thing we all need to realize is it's natural for us to want to do stuff that's a sin. Oh, yeah, that's right. It doesn't make you a freak of nature that you want to look at stuff or be with people or do some stuff or say something that the Bible says you shouldn't look at, be with, or do or say. In fact, in Romans 7, the Bible outlines that our sinful nature has a desire to do things that are not good, and it also wants to do things, it does not want to do things that are good. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, just because it's natural doesn't mean it's good for us. So it won't work out for the best if you don't follow God's plan. I know it's hard to understand that because, it seems natural. Well, what makes it even harder to understand is, let's face it, it sometimes seems like nobody that is my age does what the Bible says anyways. And they seem to be having a lot of fun, and they aren't too worried about the Bible and sinning and stuff like that. They seem to like that they are free to do anything they want. And some of the stuff I really want to do because it makes me feel good, but the youth pastor just keeps telling all the stuff that I shouldn't do, that everyone else gets to do it, and it seems like I'm missing out big time. But you're not missing out, because the Bible says people that love themselves more than God, and that those people and those things are things that God despises. And it even says that we should avoid such people in 2 Timothy 3:2-5. Yeah, well, back to the very good reason for all of that. The reason is because there are two sides to everyone. The natural side and the spirit side. Whoa. Well, yeah, well, it's true. Yeah, you can read about it all in Romans 7 and 8. On the natural side, and church people sometimes call this the carnal man, is your body and the stuff it wants to do. And you might hear this called the flesh, or the natural side, the sin nature, which kind of sounds, but you could hear it called the flesh, the flesh. The Flash, it kind of sounds like the title of a movie that your youth pastor wouldn't want you to see. Well, anyway, you still got your thinking caps on, because okay, we're gonna keep going. The other side is the spiritual side, and this is the part of you that will always exist, and it's also called a soul. And well, the spirit, which could also be a very scary movie title. It's where all the interesting stuff happens in you. It's the part that makes you more than just an animal. It's the part where most of the real you with the Spirit of God is. And it's the part where it really communicates beyond natural emotions. Yeah, it's really deep. Okay, but back to the flesh. Because the flesh is born into this world wanting things that are not good for the spirit. And your flesh loves touching and adrenaline rushes and attention and buzzes and applause and physical feelings and superficial emotions, food, looking at stuff and stuff like that. The spirit side, though, it wants deep fulfillment and sense of purpose and commune with God. and doing what is good for you in the long run. Long run. That's like eternity. The spirit side of you. Wait a minute. You're saying everyone wants to commune with God? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Well, I say yes, they do, and they just don't know it. But we'll talk about that later. Mm-hmm. So, what do we do about these natural desires that damage our spirit? Well, the answer is doing things that allow the spirit to grow and the flesh to die. You can read all about this stuff in Romans 7 and 8. It's really good. Well, anyway, but that's all the time I have for right now. Next time, I'll be talking a little more about how the enemy uses and oozes and goozes our flesh to try and keep us slaves. See ya. Undergroundtofreedom.com.